Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and I just watched Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and thought maybe there's something better you could do with your time at the moment. And I thought recording something might be the right thing to do right now. I had nothing to do and thought maybe don't do anything for a moment. But this was Japanese movies. I'm always amazed. I don't know if you know that, but that is a movie that is based on a weird Japanese Capcom game with don't know lawsuits and stuff and people screaming. I can't. Objection, I think, is the word. I can't say it because it's in German, and I'm wondering Netflix USA has so much good stuff to watch. Why is this stuff coming over to Germany? I don't get it. There's at the moment good movies coming over here to Netflix. But also stuff like that. It is fun. It is a funny movie. If you have time to watch it, then do that. But don't think it's a masterpiece, I think. So, but back to Space Engineers. Sorry, I had to do that. Good. I did just a bit of work. I got materials mostly and did something there. We talked about that. But I noticed that this is happening. You see that? These solar panels still indicate that they are in full sunlight, and even if you go higher, there's no full sunlight, so that can't be right, and it is not right. I already took a look at that, and they are not producing any energy here, so I don't know where that comes from. Other stuff. Yeah, I worked a bit with the miner and I flew again with this here. And for my scout, I have a weird suspicion. It's a weird suspicion. I don't know if that's correct. Maybe I go to maybe someone that knows that whole modding stuff better than me, and maybe I will directly talk to the modder. Could it be that ore detectors kind of produce lag? Because what we had in the last episode, the lag, I had that again when I flew with this ship. And when I turned off the ore detector, suddenly I had no lag anymore. So maybe someone can tell me if there's something up with that. Do ore detectors produce lag of any kind, or could they lead to huge hang-ups or something like that? Don't know. Maybe some of you know. What I did in the meantime was I really built the container park here kind of for the stone, but the refineries are a lot faster than the sorter, and I don't know why. So can't really tell, but the refineries grab the stuff a lot faster than the sorter behind that. So the fast is set to drain all. And when I brought the ship back here, the small miner or the lander, it was not able to, or the sorter was not able to get the stone faster than the refineries. And even when I took it out of the refineries, the refineries always took it back in. Maybe it's again a problem with the... Yeah, maybe it's a problem with the size again. With the position, kind of the length of the conveyors here, that it first goes to these here. Maybe that's the case. So what I also wanted to take a look at is, do we have stuff in here? No, not yet. But the refineries are working at the moment. I brought back a lot of silicon. And I need to find a way to get rid of the stone immediately. I know that, I think there's a mod that just, don't know, gets rid of stone. I'm not sure if I would use something like that. I could also go with an automatic system that kind of pours the stone out. We need a dedicated miner, I say, very, very soon. Something that I can use to mine the surface and also maybe get rid of stone. Bigger, and definitely for these strip miners, I definitely need bigger containers. Because this container is, I love the strip miners, the container is full in seconds. So maybe we could prepare something like that. But other stuff that we could do is we could add more of the modules here to the refineries, or to the assemblers. By the way, this works fine at the moment. That is a good thing. The airlock still works, and they fixed some stuff with the oxygen. I hope that it is now, they say that it is now fixed, that small changes in the room, opening doors, grinding something down, doesn't completely empty out the room immediately. That's where you lose oxygen. So if you would go, or before this fix, if you would go into the room and then, give me a sec here. It takes a bit, but it works out. So, before you go into before it was like this. If you would go into the room and maybe get rid of the conveyor here, just remove that, or grind away the medical station. The cold room kind of would deoxify, so the oxygen would completely get cancelled out of the room. It had to fill new. But it seems that is fixed now, what I really like, because now there should be not so much oxygen that kind of goes away when you open doors, when you grind something down, when you work in your base. So that's a good thing. Other stuff, I did maintenance in the meantime, and we should find now something to do. And I think we have two things that we need to do. I need a lander for the planet. I definitely want to go there relatively soon, I say, and scout out maybe an area where I can find water, and maybe have good surrounding areas with a bit more differences in landscape. So I see, for example, I don't know if that's an absolute representation of the, but something like this, for example, where we have a bit of sand and water, and maybe a bit of, I don't want to live in an ice landscape or something like that. I want a bit of green around me. So, lander. I want to use something small for the lander too. Maybe I want a cockpit, because I don't know how long the flight will be. These planets can be fairly far from each other. And in reality, the moon is don't know. Hopefully the moon here is not so far away from the planet as in reality it would be, because I think the moon is 400,000 kilometers away from our planet, and I wouldn't want to fly that in Space Engineers. What I want to do is something similar like that. Have a lander. Wow, give me a sec. I really should silence my phone when I'm recording. I want to have something similar like that. So I want to have feed at the bottom, and then I want I don't need stuff like that. So let me build a small ship here. I hope I have enough materials to at least place down the landing gear here. It doesn't need to be big. I don't have the materials, so let me grab some stuff to change that. I hope I have enough materials in here. So I want some, what do I need? Construction components? Let me get some construction components, maybe. Why? You need to change. I need to change the assembler, otherwise it will just vanish into thin air. Or vacuum. Whatever there is on this moon. Vacuum, I would say. Okay, give me that. And now, yeah, now we can place it. So, I saw an example of that too, kind of. And I want to have my own lander like that. So, place it. And we need again kind of a platform where we can place all the stuff that we have here. And this will also be a test, because we need to get used to I would say hydrogen. We have this again, so a way to kind of frame a connector so that we can fill it up with hydrogen and with not oxygen. I will carry that in bottles, I think, because we shouldn't have to use that on the planet. So that's one thing I should not take with me. It would only take up space, and that's something we don't have in these small landers. Let me grab this and this and this and this to place another. Oh, is it bigger? Oh, it's a large container what we have here. We need a medium container. That's better. Good. And then turn it that way. Maybe go one down. So what I just need is I need hydrogen fuel for just a few. We will do it kind of like with this lander, or when we sometimes I'm always pressing the wrong buttons. I will do something like I did with this lander. So we had a lot of thrust to the bottom. So these were not here before, but we want to have a lot of thrust to the bottom. So this lander will kind of land on its backside. The cockpit will go into that direction, and we will only have hydrogen hydrogen thrusters on the bottom here. We don't need them on the top. Because for steering I can use the normal ion thrusters, I would say. But for landing we need more thrust, we need a bit more power. I will try to make it so that I have enough power to start with ion thrusters from the moon and maybe have them to fly from the moon to the planet. That's the easiest thing in that regard. And then when we land, we will see when the ion thrusters do not have a chance or do not stand a chance anymore to break the ship or the speed of the ship down so that we crash. Then we can kind of kick in the hydrogen thrusters and use them to land on the planet and also to start. That's what I definitely want to be able to. I want to refill the thrusters and then be able to start again. So what we will do is we need enough thrust to start from the moon with a lot of materials. I want to take with me at least materials for a connector, for an oxygen generator, and then that is at least enough. But maybe we should take a bit more. Good. Maybe some more iron and maybe materials to make an assembler and a refinery and all that stuff. You know that. Good. Okay. I will have to park them differently. And I should have... Let me try something. I need to go on the... Is this one empty? This one is empty. It should be empty, I think. Yes, there's nothing in here. Good. Thing P9. And then we go over to this. And we make one of these attempts again to kind of carry that up into the air, P. And I should be able to... Don't know if I'm able to disengage that somehow. Let me figure that out. I can just remove it, so that has to work for the moment. Let me carry that up a bit so I can place the connector, weld that up, and then maybe bring in a new landing gear. This one can just stay in the air. That's no problem, and it gives us a bit more light. Good, we need a connector. These will be the large hydrogen thrusters. I'm not sure if I can fit large ones. I might have to go with small ones. What we also could use is small atmospheric thrusters. In the atmosphere? Maybe we make a thruster mix, we will see. Good. Let me grab all the stuff I need here, and when I've done that, I will come back to you and we will start the assembly process for a moment, because I'm running long and I don't want this one to be too long. At the moment I'm working with the ship and I have welded up some stuff, and I'm really starting to like this private assembler here. It's not private, it's this assembler for small stuff. I kind of like that because I could just order all the parts. I have built, don't know, 2 gyroscopes. That's why I'm ordering 2 gyroscopes. The only thing I need to do is I need to pack up on stuff that I don't usually carry around. So for that I need components. So I need to make some interior plates, some steel plates, or the stuff I usually carry around to build, because then I can just start to build it. Most of the components, most of the materials, most of the blocks are made out of these components, and that's why you should always pack some of them to at least be able to start them. What I also saw is, and I might work with that. Just pack everything on the ship, because I see that Azimuth has an assembler, and there seems to be also an oxygen generator. If I can just pack that all, then I will just take with me some raw materials, and then yeah, just assemble everything kind of down there. So if I can pack an oxygen generator, I can just take ice, not take ice with me. I can fly there and just pack ice into that thing, and I will be able to start again. So I don't need to pack a refinery for the first visit, and I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea to just include that on the ship. So let me show you what I've done there. I will just grab the stuff that I have here right now so I can finish the gyros. It's basically, or it's a very similar. I need another thing. I need some uranium. Maybe 100. It's maybe too much, but it's okay. Good. I made this for now. So you can see I have 4 reactors. I have the gyroscopes here. I have packed 1 in the front to be able to steer that thing for now. That's what I want to do. I want to bring it on the connector there, and that's what we at least should be able to do today. Bring it on the connector so we can work more on it. 1 uranium, just 1. That's all we need, because the rest goes into this container, and then it can just fill up the generators here. I might want to turn this off for now, so that these reactors can't take all the uranium from the station here when I bring that down. But I want to have it there so I can fill it up with here hydrogen. Let me do something in the meantime to rescue the uranium. We should bring it to a place where nothing. Oh no. Why am I always doing that? These buttons are too close to each other. Just too close to each other. So grab this and then go down here and store it in here, because then nothing can get to it. Why? Again? Let me heal up, and then we bring that thing down to the landing pad there, or on the landing pad, and anchor it to the connector there. let us turn the connector back on. I think I stored away that... Man, I stored away the... Today I have... Don't know, my fingers are all over it again. This will be fantastic. A fantastic thing again to land this here. Maybe do this. Now I have to guess. Wow. That was my door here. My wife is just left the house and now and our door seems to be no. Okay. Now we can anchor it from here. And then I can remove that again. I have this. This is just for the moment, kind of, so I can work with the whole lander itself. We will bring that. Maybe we'll. Oh man, this thing is so slow. We will bring. Oh, this. I'm not. Oh, today is not the day to fly something like that. Japanese movies maybe make it so I can't fly anymore. We will park it just down here. And now we have a bit of space to work around the new lander. This will be definitely bigger than what we have there. I'm not sure how much bigger, but we need tanks for the hydrogen. We need I don't know if I need more storage, but we will definitely need more hydrogen tanks and then thrusters. Thrusters will be a thing. Okay, people, I think that's all for today. You can see a start. We have anchored that thing and can work on it now. I'm not sure. Maybe we will do that together in the next week, or I will just do it over the week. Over the weekend, what I can think of, we will have to see. Good people, I hope you liked the episodes. If you like them, then please leave a like on all of them. Leave a comment, that would be nice, and share it with your friends, all the people that love space engineers, whatever. Do the things you do normally. Oh, see, I'm even going onto my knees. Okay, people. Thanks for watching, and we will see us in the next week. See ya, guys.